of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a tight one.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights and telling UCLA, remember who runs this thing. This is us, okay?
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mayava. He's going for the big play. All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So the UCLA Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their 2nd drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Thomas. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. On the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean.
Turning it on! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Staples. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bruins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
Man, that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this...
He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes!
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bruins are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. The Victory Bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the Victory Bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on him.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Maiava. Finds his man. It's Lane. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Keeps it on the draw.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. Crosses to 35. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Bruin! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route, really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Oh, a double pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Third and one, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Nice move there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing. UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Maiava. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB...
Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Looking to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Flips it out on the screen. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Trojans in the hurry up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
28, USC 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to pop the draw. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll operate out of split backs. Oh, maybe a double pass. He'll try to do it himself. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit.
It's a seam wide open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Trojans line it up with a first and goal. Wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And some room to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fires complete on the crosser. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Rush is on him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this.
Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw on first down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Sweet cut there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Cox. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the deep shot for the end zone. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Trojans will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game around.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock.
It'll be 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
USC.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Breaks the tackle. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
2nd down coming up.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you...
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.